What's happening, guys?
What's going on?
This is the AA meeting. We're almost adulting. Late night on Cofield and Company. Look at you happy over there with your Canadians win. Living in Vegas, just rooting for the Canadians like an
I'm not
a-hole.
even drinking because of that. I'm drinking because the Pistons won the number one lottery pick. Yeah, I don't care. That's our future.
Listen, there's an order of events that we're going to talk about on this show, and the Pistons are not at the top of our list, okay? It's going to be VGK.
Yes, ma'am.
No, Knights, no! Oh my God, that was horrid. No, Knights, no. Oh my gosh,
no ring, no win.
So sad. No ring, no win. I thought the ring was actually bad luck.
Probably because
so yeah, what do we think? Break down the game. What do we think about it, Lenny? You're the hockey expert here. Go ahead. Tell me. Tell me why you were on the Canadians.
Yeah, I'm only the hockey expert because I rooted against Vegas.
Exactly.
Which wasn't that hard to do, to be honest. Like, I think it was last week or something. Me and Cam, I think it was Cam and I were talking about this. But Carey Price has to win you a game from Montreal to succeed in this series. Carey Price has now won you 2. So tonight and the other day. Okay, now, so you were in Montreal. You took Fleury out. You started Leonard or whatever. He wins you. You came home and put Fleury in and thought you were going to cakewalk tonight, and you got sadly disappointed.
I did not think we were going to cakewalk tonight, but I thought we were going to win tonight.
I think some of those players were skating like they thought this series was in the bag.
Yeah, like it's over.
They were just kind of happy.
Wasn't it 2-2 coming into tonight?
Yeah.
Also, Lenny, that was me that you were telling. It was us because we did it last week. But Price also has not pitched a shutout yet.
No. And now they go back to Montreal.
You said he would do that.
Yeah, I mean, 4-1.
Hey.
I'll take it. It's not a shutout. It's not a shutout. You're right. So, I mean, now you go back to Montreal, game 6, momentum with the Canadians, and I bet money right now. I'll look it up as soon as we're done, as soon as I'm done here.
I'm already on it. Yeah.
I'll bet you Montreal is an underdog in Canada. And there's been 5 games in this series. I made money on all of them.
Yeah.
Except the one where Vegas scored like 18 goals or some shit.
Right.
Canada, they took the game off. They took the night off and it showed.
18
you know.
Well, Steve Cofield says in the chat that the Golden Knights got robbed. I can't say I feel like the Golden Knights got robbed. I feel like they got outplayed, like just straight up outplayed.
Too.
Yeah, and the Clippers got robbed. I never thought the Clippers were going to win. So,
real quick,
you did?
Real quick. Vegas is already a minus 140.
See?
Well, at least that's a playable price.
Montreal's a plus 127. Yeah, what was it, like $2.40?
It was anywhere from $2.50 to $2.30, and I landed on a $2.40 for one of the shows I did today. So it was all over the place.
I took Montreal Montreal plus a goal and a half, minus 145. I mean, I don't like to squeeze that much juice, but I did. And then I took them on the money line plus 185. And I've been betting the under on all these games, and they all end up 4-1, 3-2, something. They're all at 5.
Yeah.
So
that's an interesting take too, because a lot of people have been taking 5s over because the same reason you're going to push, but if it comes down to a 2-2 and you go to overtime, then you push with the 5, you're going the other way. And contrarian plays tend to be more valuable than
defense wins championships.
My thing in regards to what you just said with the 5, I prefer to take the over with the 5 because just like you said, if you take the under with the 5 and it ends 3-2, in my head, if it's 3-2, no matter what, and I have the over, no matter what, I'm not going to lose.
Yeah.
Because they might pump in another one, but they can't. They're not going to take one off. That's my thing in regards to the low.
I mean, total. I was pissed that they scored that empty net. It was 4-1. You know what I mean? I mean that's how it ended. But I'm rooting for no empty net when I should be rooting for the over. Yes, and if it's baseball and an even number like a 7 or an 8 or 6 or I've never seen 6, but I'll go over. But hockey, depending on the playoffs, I like unders in playoffs. Everybody plays tight. Goalies stand on their heads. It's playoff hockey. Take the under.
Not the Islanders.
I was gonna say that's what they always call it is playoff hockey. Yeah, that Islanders Lightning was stupid. I didn't even know that a hockey team could like score 8 goals in a game. Like I'm sure that's happened before, but you guys know I'm not the biggest hockey person. Just get this puppy started.
That's what
clearly I've already had a couple.
I think Tampa Bay would have scored more goals in that game, but I think the whole team left the ice with like 4.5 minutes to go.
I think Tom Brady was in net. Cheers. I think Tom Brady was in net. That's
you don't drink.
Tampa.
I do drink, but it's later where I am.
Yeah. What do you drink when you drink, Cam? What do you drink?
Alcohol.
But like, what's your flavor? What's your poison?
Let
me find out you're drinking Bartles and James. Okay,
yeah,
let me find out you got Boone's Farm in your fridge right now.
I'm more of a vodka person. Just I don't know.
I like my vodka.
Huh?
I like my vodka. Ever since I had surgery on my stomach like 3-4 years ago or whatever, and I can't do the carbonation. I was telling Allie about this a while back. I can't do the carbonation anymore. So like I drink beer like it's going out of style, but the carbonation in beer, I don't drink any more pop or soda, whatever you people call it out here. I don't drink that.
In Georgia, it's just Coke.
I was just gonna say, Cam, because in Texas it's just Coke, and then it's what kind of Coke do you want? Yeah, what do you want to drink?
Okay, that's not a Coke, but
that's
whatever.
what I want too. Yeah, I want a Dr. Pepper, but I need a Coke that's a Dr. Pepper. Yep, same thing. Truth from Duluth says vodka is the way to go. Get a big boy. Get a big boy at one of those, and then we could talk. Do you know what the 32 is? First of all, Dr. Pepper is from Waco, Texas. I think that the 32 was like the 32 different times that they had to try to make it. And prune juice, I think, is the main ingredient. Now I got a Southern accent, just like that.
Yeah, it's oozing right out of you.
Beers. Yeah,
I was just going to say, did you all of a sudden you go to Texas, you go back home? You went to Houston like that.
My dad always says, because I went to college, I went to University of Houston to be a baseball broadcaster. So I took a lot of classes to lose my accent. My dad's always like, there's a $50,000, whatever, $100,000 education, $50,000 education gone in a 6-pack of beer. That's what he says.
He ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong.
Right.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel Henderson, what's happening, friend? A 32 is what malt liquor is in Florida. They don't sell 40s. That's unfortunate. Did you ever play Edward 40 hands?
Edward 40 hands?
Mm-hmm. When you tape 2 40s, like you duct tape. I never played this because I'm a girl, and well, that's not really an excuse.
No, but
I just never played this. Huh?
No, but I watched Varsity Blues last night.
Gross.
You're
in the off season.
My mom was exactly when you should watch it.
Yeah. Hoosiers was actually on today, and I'm
yeah, my mom was watching it. She texted me.
I watched Hoosiers for like this long, but due to like the time period we are in Georgia, we're in what's called the live period, and we're one of only 7 or 8 states that do this, where the state of Georgia hosts this high school showcase. It's like of 200 teams. There's like 300 college coaches. We go this weekend, but all day, every day, it's basketball. And believe it or not, I don't even want to watch a basketball movie right now because
I understand.
Like when I laid down, I hear.
Yep.
I just hear.
Right.
I used to work the Mountain West tournament. Well, I did stats for UNLV forever, but like when you work the Mountain West tournament and you're there from 10 a.m. or whatever until way past 8 p.m. and whatnot, and it's all day, and then it goes on for a whole week, and you're like, I hate to say this, but I don't want to watch any basketball right now. Like, I just need a break this moment from the sound of that ball and the whistle and the squeaky shoes on the court. So I
can get my whistle for you. I got it.
No. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Don't do that shit. I got my football whistle too. I'm not breaking neither one out. Yeah. When I coach Little League football, flag football and stuff with my boys, we that was the thing, is like you didn't want to even watch Sunday football because you were burnt out from Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday games. And then if you were, a Little League flag tournament, you might play two games on a Saturday, and you might play that 9 a.m., 10 a.m. game, and then that 7 o'clock game. And that's just a long day. You just don't want to watch. You don't want to be around football. You don't want to like football. And football is my favorite sport.
And see, basketball is what I do. You know, Allie knows basketball is what I do, but it's just like, dude, it's a lot right now. Because I mean, it is just nonstop, constant. Like this weekend, also, Allie, there's a chance I'm gonna meet like John Shire or Nolan Smith or somebody because they're probably gonna be there. So I'll like.
I don't even know who those guys are.
Look, they play for Duke.
Yeah, you know what I need to do?
And John Shire is the interim coach. Go Duke, go.
I need to get him to sign. I need to get him to sign my knuckles so I can. Wow. But no, because
I need my camera to come back.
It's gonna be low like that. I am very excited for it. Just because I'm gonna be around so many.
Is Allie drunk testing herself right now with the finger to her nose?
No, that's a trick with your camera. You put
that's
your
her.
there.
That's her camera come back motion.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the camera to refocus. I don't know what'll happen if I reload the screen. I'm not sure. That's how I usually fix it. I'm gonna try. Here we.
All right.
So Lenny. Cam, it's just what's going on?
Nothing.
Let's talk about that lottery pick, baby.
Okay, I was exactly what I was going to ask you because she was like, "Oh, the Detroit Pistons are not at the top of the line." If you're the Pistons GM, not a fan, who do you take?
I take Cade Covington.
Covington
or whatever. I do because I think he's the best all-around player. But I like what's the dude from Gonzaga?
Jalen.
Jalen, yes. Jalen Ruggs or whatever his name. Yeah, isn't it? No?
Jalen.
Yeah, I don't know. Suggs, yeah, I was right.
Suggs, he hit the shot against UCLA. In the final
so I like him.
Right.
I do, but I think, I don't know. Maybe I'm just believing all the hype and the pre-ESPN, draft stuff about Cade Cunningham and all that stuff. But like Cunningham, yeah, Cunningham, Cade. We're just gonna call him Cade.
Yeah, pull up.
I'm just getting the jersey that just says Cade.
Just
another one.
No number. No, just Cade.
Cade. That's it. And that's I don't have a Pistons jersey in my wardrobe. I thought I did, and I didn't. And now I told my wife tonight, I said I'm buying one tomorrow. And she's like, "How are you gonna buy one and not know who they're gonna draft or whatever?" I'm like, "Nah." So be that guy. Yeah. I'm gonna make one.
Because he's already said, and it sounds extremely like cocky and big-headed, but he's already said that he's gonna meet with and work out with one team.
Yeah,
and it's right there on you. Look, I feel it's on my wall somewhere. It's like back here somewhere. Yeah.
Move all that hair so you can put a little respect on my name.
There you go.
There you go. I like it.
There you go.
I thought it was huge. I mean, I bought into the. I'm a little on the fence of the whole draft lottery system, because I don't really. It's not that I don't understand it. It's just I'm still not as comfortable with it. Like I'm an NFL guy. You're an NBA guy. I'm an NFL guy. I also like NHL. We also like other sports, but I'm an NFL guy.
We have our mountaintop.
Right, exactly. And my NFL, I know how that draft works. Like that draft, the NFL draft is an event for me. We get together with my buddies and we start drinking at like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. By the time the first pick,
the multiple days, or is this like a first round thing?
We do the first day all together, like a drunken event, and then usually Friday, Saturday. Friday we'll not do something, and then Saturday we'll get together and bullshit about how terrible the draft went. But like that. I understand how that goes. If I know when the Lions finish 0-16 or 17 this year or whatever the hell it is, they get the number 1 pick. But now the Pistons, you don't know. You don't know where you stand at the end of the season, so I'm a little unsettled by that. Right. But it's not that I don't dislike the draft. Like right now, I love the NBA.
Right now, it's awesome. Right now,
it's awesome. Right. Yeah. Last year, it sucked. We got like the 19th pick, and I'm like, why? We didn't make the playoffs, and we're getting a 19th pick, and I'm like, come on, man, And then, so that's my.
I get, the worse you are, you get more balls and whatever.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing in regards to the NBA draft is I know they'll do it in the NFL. They'll trade, like they just traded Julio for like a third round and stuff like that. But like in the
NBA don't do that.
They do, but they trade the high picks. Just like the Celtics had like 5, like the Thunder right now. They have like 9 first-round picks over the next 6 years, no matter what. Like
I saw that.
They can win the title every year, and they're going to have 9.
Like OKC. They were saying has 18 picks in the next 7 years.
Okay, so it's even more. Yeah, see, I said Thunder. See, I didn't know that. But
OKC Thunder. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, but see, I didn't even know it was 18. But see, I think that's the big thing because this team, that team, this team, that team, the good teams they trade high picks. And,
all right, we're back.
She is legit almost adulting mac and cheese out of a pasta
and steak.
Looks like baller. You hit on that? You hit on that Canadians money line?
Yeah. Don't judge me.
But no, I think like the good teams trade so much, like a Celtics. Danny Ainge rebuilt the Celtics with all those picks, and now the Celtics are still sitting on picks. So I think I think the draft lottery is an effort to avoid that because, also in the NFL, like we'll use the Pistons for instance. Like if the Pistons had traded this pick in the past, like to the Lakers, Pistons first round pick as long as it's not top 3. If it's in the top 3, they don't get it. If it's number 4, they get it. See, the NBA
I saw that today with Houston. I think it was like it felt the pick changed because they got into the top 5, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So it goes to next year. And see,
so the flip side of that coin, in my opinion,
is so overcomplicated.
Right.
Well, that's what I mean. So, like you have a lot of super teams in the NBA. You look at somebody like Brooklyn. I don't think they have any first round picks. They got all these people, with Durant and
Kyrie,
Kyrie and all those guys. Right. They got all these superstars, tried to create a super team, and they got bounced out the playoffs. You know what I mean? So now they don't have any picks. Where the NFL, you see less super teams than you do in the NBA.
Yep.
And is that a direct correlation of how the draft works? I'm getting deep.
Yeah, and like how many rounds is the NFL draft?
7.
The NBA is 2. 60 picks. 60 picks. How many guys are in the NFL?
200 and that on an active roster?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about who gets drafted. Oh, well, 32 teams times 52 man or 55 man, 52 man roster.
That's 1,500 at least.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
There's like
I'm Googling.
There's like 400. Thank you. There's like 430, 450 at the most NBA players.
Is it harder to play the NBA?
1,696.
Okay, 1,600. What'd you say, Lenny?
Is it harder to play in the NBA or the NFL?
No, I'm not. It is hard to play in the NBA. I'm not saying it's harder to play in this league or that league, but if like the 3 of us are trying to play professional whatever, do you think it's going to be easier for the 3 of us to make it into a league with 400 people or a league with 1,600 people? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but at the same time, like there are, and I'm just talking out loud here, there are like specific positions. Like if I am a quarterback, there are only so many places I can go.
Yeah, there's also,
so it's not that like it's me and 16,000 positions that I can fill. There's only so many spots I can actually
There's
in.
What 30 NBA teams, 32 NFL. So there's two more teams.
32 NFL quarterbacks. So if I'm a quarterback, I got 32 spots.
Not to mention second string, third string. You got 50 guys on a roster. You got how many guys on a roster in the NBA?
15. Usually 15. 12 dress.
Right. So, I mean, with the NFL, you got maybe 75 to 100 guys on a squad per team, but you only start so many come Sunday. So you got those practice squad guys. You got all that crap.
They were like pushing.
Yeah, Dad's checking in.
Yeah, and I get like the NBA has the G League,
which I love.
The G League is affiliates to multiple teams. Like the Patriots, the Buccaneers, the Packers, the Falcons, they have a specific practice squad.
Right.
And like you'll see the guys just dressed in regular clothes. And
make a living out of that.
You said what?
Make a living out of that.
Right.
Just straight up guy in the NFL, minimum salary is like $200,000-$300,000.
Yeah.
And he's on the practice squad. He's a backup kicker.
Neat. Fantastic. And if his team wins the title, you know what he gets? A ring.
Yeah.
Yes. He gets a ring and his checks still cash.
Right.
It's not a bad gig.
Like I can't remember who it was. I wish I could think of it. There was a guy. He was in the NFL for like 14 years. And he was a quarterback, but he was like a
Frank Gore.
Huh?
He was a quarterback?
Yes, he was a quarterback. But he was a backup. He played like 40 snaps in his whole career. But what he was so good at is within like a day or two, he could replicate the team's offense that they were fixing to play. And that's what he did. And he made so much money.
Caulfield is cracking me up right now. He was on location tonight. I'm guessing he's at Silver Sevens. I'm not. Do you know, Lenny? You know he was out.
Yeah,
no, he was at
but he just hasn't yet.
15 minutes down the road, actually. He's at the Cannery at Victory or something bar and grill. Victory Bar and Grill. It's in the Cannery though. Yeah. With down
he
the
wants
street.
in. He just can't. No, he's running us. So yeah, he's streaming us from abroad. So that's what that's about, guys. He's
from abroad.
From abroad. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Jim Sorgi.
Jim Sorgi. Yeah, there you go.
Like a decade. Yeah, exactly. So
how many snap? That's it. That's the guy.
I don't know if that's him, but it was a guy. He was in the league for like 14. He was a big guy too. He had a cannon. But every week, all he would do is run the second string offense against the first string defense and just replicate. And they weren't like I know you said a minute ago. It's like $300,000-$400,000 to play in the league. No, he was getting like $3-4 million a year.
Oh, these backups do.
Backup?
Well, I mean, you guys watch what's his name on NFL? Shit.
But I don't even know if he was.
I'll look his name up.
I don't even know if he was the 2. But his gift was he could just look at the playbook and run that offense. And run that offense and run that offense and run that offense.
He could duplicate whatever.
Yeah,
which is great for a team to have. It's great for a team to have because the other teams. You could practice against a team for 7 days before you play them.
And like the cadences, all of that, like Omaha, whatever. Like he'd go up there and he'd do all that. So the DBs and stuff, they would hear it, they would see it, like they would see the tendencies and. So, you get to Sunday and you're thinking, okay, watch when we do this reverse, and they're not going to see it coming. And then you get tackled 6 yards in the background because your ninth string quarterback, Malcolm, is a god.
Wait, I thought Malcolm was another name that we use for somebody else.
Oh, just Malcolm is.
That's your name?
Yeah, Malcolm's my name, just like everything's a city.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the world's a city.
Yeah. Why are we hating? I didn't even say anything.
Coming in hot, Cam. Just coming in super hot right now.
I didn't call you Malcolm.
No, I'm saying Malcolm's my thing. Everything's a city for him.
Earl Sports Bets jumping in the chat. It's not past their bedtime yet. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, Nick Earl. And hi, Stimmy OG. Hey, Casey Rally Mantis and Truth from Duluth. Hey, guys. So because Steve can't put you guys up on the screen, so we don't want you to think that we've forgotten about you or that we can't see you. We can, but Steve is doing things right now. So we're not going to interrupt him. We're going to let him do his thing. Brooks Bollinger made a ton as a backup too. He also went to Wisconsin, says Truth from Duluth. Do you guys know who he is?
Who?
Brooks Bollinger.
Yes.
I'm not an NFLer.
I know the last name because he did go to Wisconsin. I know Big Ten football. I know Michigan State, Wisconsin. So yes. The guy I was thinking of was Dan Orlovsky. Everybody's seen him on ESPN talking about NFL. The dude was so bad. He ran out of the back of the end zone. It was like 1st and 10 from like our 4-yard line. He ran out of the back.
Brett going like down to the right, and he's out of the end zone, way out, and he's still
scared.
Did he still throw the ball?
Yeah, scared. Threw it away. after he was 3 yards out the back of the end zone.
Right.
He was like throwing it away, and I'm like, bro, why don't you just do that? Like, if you're going to take the safety, take the safety.
He's in the
run
tunnel
out of the end zone.
throwing it
But
away.
he wasn't taking the safety. He was running for his freaking life.
Yeah.
And
that's what Daniel Henderson just said. He was running for his life.
Daniel well played, he was running for his life. And he was in Detroit. So what do you think those fans did? He never played. I think he started a couple times after that for injury purposes for Lions. And I think he went to Dallas and played for a while. I don't know. But either way, the most popular and the most money he's ever made is becoming an analyst guy on ESPN. He knows football.
I can't say
like I know something that we're talking about, and that word is analyst.
I don't know how I can't say that word. Like there's people that can't. Somebody I knew used to not be able to say drawer either. It was like drawer or whatever. I can't say analysts. I did it. I did
call an iron an iron. Wasn't he part of the 0-16 Lions, Lenny? Asked Nick Earl from Earl Sports Bets.
So was Calvin Johnson. Fun fact.
No, we're not talking about him.
High school.
Out of 0-16, we got Matt Stafford with the number one pick. See how that shit works?
And now Matt Stafford's
he's in LA.
Matt Stafford. Now you have Jared Goff. How's that feel?
He said
it feels like
word.
It feels like we're ordering off the dollar menu. You know what I mean? We ain't ordering steak.
That's a good way to put it. That's
the orange steak? Is that what you said?
They're not ordering steak.
We're not ordering steak. We're drafting steak. Okay. So we're building our team through the draft like an adult NFL team. And Jared Goff is serviceable, and I think will win us some. He won't lose us games, but he won't win us games. He will manage the game. We're going to run the ball. We are going to run the ball.
Then who wins the game?
Defense.
Sounds like you said what?
Defense wins championships.
That is true. Defense wins games. Offense sells tickets. Defense wins games.
Defense 100%. Creates offense. A good defense creates offense.
That is also.
I also say that. Yeah, that's a basketball thing. I don't know if that works in football too, thing. But yeah, it totally is.
If you can score off your defense, you become elite.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who he's talking about. It was Daniel Henderson, 93 chasing. I don't think it was him. It was, first of all, Earl Sports Bets, go to bed because we're winning more than 4 games. Go to bed right now. I'm calling your dad. And I'm telling him you're up late.
Don't let Steve know he's up this late. You're going to get him grounded.
Right now.
Yeah. People in the chat, we're just talking smack. Earl Sports Bets is a friend of ours who works at Picks and Parlays with us. They are 21 years old. Him and his identical twin are 21 years old. So we're just talking.
Anybody seen any ID?
Smack right
now. ID? Have you seen ID? Because they.
That's
true. I remember my first beer.
Today
I do too. It was this one, but now I have this one.
Well, yeah,
yeah, that's just
now you're moving along. Yeah.
No, but I don't think Daniel Henderson said it was number 93 chasing him. Oh boy, with the face paint on from Minnesota. He's right, but it wasn't him. It was the dude who wore white guy, big hunter, burly guy. I think he was. He did wear the face paint. The Wounded Warrior Foundation he deals with all the time. That's how I know him from that. But his name was Jared Allen. That's who.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen.
I'm Googling
was
stuff
chasing
right
him.
now.
I'm pretty
I can see
Jared
you.
Allen.
I can see your Google face.
You saw that? Well,
I saw her Google face because she was listening.
Mine was the wheels were turning.
I could see her like
you know my Google face.
Yeah, her Google face. Hold on, just keep talking. I got it.
Earl says fine, 5 and 12. 5 and 12. That's what you got.
I got something.
Yeah, I feel like he does. Yeah.
I feel like that's Tim too. I can tell by the smart ass.
No, that's
Tim,
Nick.
Is it Nick? All right.
It's Nick. Yeah, Nick is Earl, and then Tim comes on as Tim.
All right. Whatever. Don't talk shit about my football.
That's original.
Yeah. Right. So look, Kelly McManus, let's move off of football because I'm not good at talking about it. But we do have some questions in the chat. Like, I want to play too. Okay. I'm up. I want to play too.
You left and came back with a pot. So yeah, come on.
Yeah, I mean, you came
The pot was here the whole time.
No, but it's funny because
The
you were
pot
like,
was always here.
like,
For the record, the pot's been there since before the show.
Yeah.
Backstage, the pot was there. She just brought the pot out when she sat back down.
If you would have thrown the pot when you came back on, that would have been better. Like you were like, you just threw it. That would have been better.
We're at a new time slot. I'm sure many of you have noticed we're on a new time slot. So typically our show goes live at 10:30, which is 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. Cam's in Atlanta. Steve Cofield did a solid and said, hey, would you guys like to come on at 9, which is midnight Cam time? And I'm like, dude, I've been doing this show for freaking 6 months. I could have came on at 9. That was an option this whole time.
Long-haired guy gets a good time.
All you had to do was get a guy from Atlanta with long hair, and you could have,
what are you gonna do?
Called him Malcolm and drew his ass in,
Oh, Malcolm,
make it happen. Yeah. No, so this is our new time slot, just for Truth from Duluth and Casey Raleigh. I know you guys are our regulars. Thank you so much for joining us, but we will be on at 9 Vegas time, midnight Eastern from now on. That's what we're going to be doing.
Y'all being here with us on account of me being early. I really still do.
All Cam's fault.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
And
because my day starts, I do 10:30 a.m. I do an hour and a half show for Morningwood, and then 10:30 p.m. I would do an hour and a half show for this, and then there were 3 other shows in between. So Tuesdays were a crazy day, but you know what? Tonight I'm going to bed around midnight, and that's bomb. So I'm stoked.
Boom.
Jared Allen, we're 69. He was thinking about John Randall. Okay, but like I said, because I'm still, the car's trying to go this way, but I'm pulling the wheel back.
They're trying to pull us back to football.
We're going to the NBA.
I'm like, no. Whatever.
Our friend, well, I don't want to change it.
Do you think BJK was choking on mac and cheese?
Well, wait,
Casey
tonight? Raleigh Mantis asked Cam opinion about the MLB All-Star Game being removed from Atlanta. That was the original question.
Yeah, I actually saw that question too, and I'm sorry we got running. It sucks.
We got sidetracked.
Yeah, it sucks because I was gonna go. I was gonna go, and it does suck. But
so why did they remove the game? What was it? I mean, I know the story, but like for anyone who's watching,
it was.
I don't know.
It was something with the voting. I can't remember exactly, but it was something like they're trying to suppress voting. I think here in Georgia, they're trying to suppress voting, like make it harder for people in some areas to vote because we're, it's a Republican state, and I'm pretty sure it was something like that. I see you got your Google face on.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't that.
I thought it was political.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It is restricting voting access for the residents of the state. Rob Manfred said in a statement that the decision to move the All-Star Game was the best way to demonstrate our values as a sport and was made after consultation with teams, former and current players, and the MLB Players Association, blah, 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 blah. Fundamentally supports voting rights for all Americans and opposes restrictions to the ballot box. Okay, so I was a little I knew it was political, but I didn't know it was voting.
Because there's places here in Georgia and in Atlanta and the surrounding areas that booths and stuff just magically went down or
I'm from Texas. I hear about it too, baby. Yeah,
the lines or this and that. But yeah, it was, and we've talked about this too. The honchos of the league, and usually I don't agree with Mr. Major League Baseball. But it was a way I guess, to show unison, togetherness, and stuff like that. And I think it sucks, but I think it was made in the right way to show unison, because I know people who are from tough areas. I'm sure there's people in all these leagues that are from tough areas that still have family in these tough areas. It's very easy to walk outside and run into somebody who could be in that same, that same situation, that wants to vote, that wants their voice to be heard, that wants to have a choice, that can't because of the area they're living in. And, moving the All-Star Game isn't necessarily going to make it easier, but it just shows unison and togetherness, and I think that's a good thing. But it does suck.
But I agree with you that like these are the things like that change the world, like when money gets taken out of your pocket, now you listen, don't you? Right. This was like the civil rights boycotts. This was like boycotting the buses. This is like what that was about, was that like, oh, well, what if we don't ride your buses anymore? Or what if we don't participate in your stuff anymore? Oh, now that we're taken out of it, now you care again, don't you? Kind of a thing. And
because the All-Star game is, a 2-3 day event, with the Derby and stuff like that. And I would imagine, it's 60, 70, 80 million dollars type money to the city, at least.
I can see that.
Oh yeah. That city needs right now too.
Because just like
every city, but yeah,
everybody needs, because like I can say this for you guys because where you are, how much money does Vegas make a year? Because people come to Vegas to gamble.
Like a lot. Well, people don't even just come for that.
Come.
I mean, it's the dining, it's the entertainment, it's all of that.
It's an experience.
Like people.
And there's gambling.
Right. People from
also
Vegas,
strippers.
People from Vegas, people from Texas, people from California, from New York, the families of the players are all gonna merge into the city. And then and
they're all going to stay in hotels and eat at restaurants and drink at bars. That's what they're all going to do.
The economy in there. So I have two questions, not to interrupt you, Cam, but I just want to know, do you think it was just a PR stunt because of the time we live in now? And two, would you have it?
No.
Knowing what you know about Georgia and you know what I mean, and trying to oppress voting and all that crap, would you still want that?
Like I said, I wanted to go to the game, but the reasoning for it moved. I do support it, and
fair enough.
If they were like, oh, this and that, like the reason they did it, then I'm all for that. Trying to make a difference because and I'm not trying
was there an ultimatum involved? Like, did they say, if you don't did Major League Baseball say, if you guys don't fix this, then we're doing this? Or did they just say we're doing it? And then Daniel Henderson makes the point, I applaud the Major League, but F Georgia for not changing the policy even after losing the event. So was there a point where they could have switched sides and Major League Baseball could have kept it there? I'm asking, I don't know.
I don't know the answer to your question, but I know Georgia was voting, which is stupid. They were voting on basically who can vote or not, which is is just ass.
Which is ironic. That's an oxymoron.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But no, it was like Georgia was voting, and the All-Star game had already been announced here because they had the banners and they had the sign, they had it up. Truist is probably like 25, 30 minutes from me. So, and I've passed it a bunch of times. I've seen it. I've been to a game. But they voted and it came out that like Georgia was going to make it hard on people, and boom. There was like no ultimatum. It was like, okay, basically you're doing this, so we're taking this. But no,
did they get it taken from them or did they lose it?
That's a good question. That was kind of my question. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of like what I was trying to get at.
I think
my roundabout way.
I think it was taken from them, but I think Georgia cost themselves as opposed to losing it. I think they cost themselves this opportunity because I don't think it was like a win-lose thing because, most of just like with a concert or all-star games or whatever, it's usually pre-planned where you're going to be, what weekend, what city. But I think Georgia lost it, and the Major League Baseball took it. But no, what I was going to say a minute ago. Go ahead.
Well, no, I just want to keep referring to the comments because I know they can't come up for us. So let's not forget about our commenters. Casey Rowley is saying they took it from them, thumbs down. Earl Sports Bets is saying Georgia got what they deserved in this, and they took it from them. So there's that.
He also said something else, but whatever. Right up underneath it, he used a grown-up word.
That's why I said they lost it. I just didn't use the grown-up word.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell your mom you said that.
And they did. And see now it makes
I love you. He knows I love him.
Whiskey in the nose burns.
That's a good one.
Because
Sorry,
I know it was COVID time, and it wasn't like a regular type All-Star game, and it had the terrible dunk contest and all that. But Atlanta got to host the NBA All-Star game this year.
Yeah. I don't think that's fair. You get the NBA and then the MLB right back to back. That's me, but whatever.
I think Atlanta was just capable of putting it on. I really don't know why.
Oh, that's a good call.
I really don't know why we got that, though, to be honest.
Right.
But I think even with COVID, the city probably made $100 million because that's the point I've been trying to get to. Yeah, there are so many people who go to the city for the All-Star game, NBA, Major League Baseball as well, to go to the game. But there's probably equally as many people that come to the city to party. They don't even go to the game. They just come to party.
Hell yeah. Dude, let me tell you something about the Final Four. First Final Four I ever went to, got tickets to it, went to the damn game. You know what happens when you're at the Final Four? This is Houston, 2010. You know what happens when you're at the Final Four? You can't drink. It's college basketball, bro. So you've been drinking all goddamn day long. Now you're in Houston, Texas. You take the train down to Reliant Stadium to watch 4 teams play 2 games of basketball, and you don't have beer. And by the start of the second game, you're getting hungover, and you can't get beer. And you got to take a train out of the goddamn stadium back into Houston to go get more beer. And now you're like reevaluating your priorities in
life. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, okay, so granted, I'm at the game, right? This is UConn, VCU.
2010?
VCU, 2010. It was
Duke won the title.
No, it was the year after, 2011.
11.
It was the reason I got tickets to the Final Four was because I won.
Butler.
It was Shaka Smart's VCU. KU, UK. That's how I got tickets to the final game, was because KU lost in the Final Four, and all their fucking fans sold their tickets off for the final game.
Oh, because UConn beat Butler, because Butler lost to us, and Duke, Duke baby.
I don't think this is it though. I feel like it was UConn.
Because we won in 10.
But nonetheless, the point here,
right.
The point here is that UConn KU UK was the next year, which is where I'm going with this, is that I got tickets to the Final Four. I went to a Final Four. You can't drink there. So you know what I did the next year? I went to where the Final Four was, which was New Orleans. And it was UK and KU. And I wanted nothing to do with going to a goddamn game. I wanted nothing to do with that.
I've been to one college basketball.
You are right. It was
2 college
not KU.
No, it was UK. Yeah, for sure.
And then UK won it the next year.
The next year with Anthony Davis, they beat KU. Yes. I think the Wiggins kid, Andrew Wiggins, was on that team, I think. I'm not sure. But Anthony Davis,
he's not that old. He came out.
That's true. He's not that old. The whole thing when I was in New Orleans was like, in New Orleans, everyone gets their boobs painted. And like the boob painting for that weekend was like eyeballs. And then you get this huge eyebrow over your tits. And like I've told this story on this show before, but like it was Anthony Davis's eyebrows were the freaking thing. Questioning priorities of life. I'd like to hear Detroit Lenny's priorities.
No, you don't. So here's a disclaimer, by the way. Hold on, real quick. Disclaimer. Michael Salisbury is one of my good friends. And when I talk about those guys that get together in a draft and talk shit about Lions draft, that's he's one of those guys. And I text these guys reluctantly, by the way. All 5 or so of these guys, one of our friends probably didn't even get the link. But I text them the link and I said, hey, dumbasses, watch me on the show, right? And I knew he would be the one to question my priorities in life. He lives in Arizona, and his priorities are right aligned with mine, just so you know. So don't let him.
You're my kind of guy, Salisbury.
Don't let him come in there and talk shit.
I'm going to call you the steak from now on, and now we're best friends. Babs Bustos, is this one of your friends?
Yeah, he lives in
like it.
In Summerlin. Yeah, for sure. That's my buddy like Sean.
No.
Babs, steak. Why don't you tell us your priorities real quick, okay?
Steak, mac and cheese, and a pot, bro.
the way that you just took that conversation from people being banned from voting to eyebrow tits was amazing.
That's why I host things, okay? That's why I host
pieces, and you just it was because we were here, and then all of a sudden it just
it was for the record. There's nothing wrong with painting your boobs, okay? I mean,
no, I was never saying that. I'm just saying that I'll always remember.
I just want to make sure everybody understands
you because it was Anthony Davis was at KU, and there were freaking Anthony Davis tits everywhere.
These jackasses in my group text here are trying to get me. They're wondering why I haven't shown my birthmark yet. And my birthmark, as they call it, is the shamrock we talk about.
Oh, we talked about this
birthmark. The birthmark. We're not. That's not that kind of show, bro.
Talked about
it's a family show.
That's the late night show. The late.
Yeah, if we still came on at 1:30, then maybe we were. Yeah.
I only got.
We all get together on the late night. Cut to the house, cook something up real tight.
Please.
All right. So I don't know where that came from.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Don't
I was like, do we stick with baseball? Do we move to NBA? I'm not sure where to go. We're not going back to hockey tonight.
Let's talk about Marilyn Monroe. Since we're talking about boobs, let's talk about Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, let's talk about. Okay, so this is a thing. Yes, this is kind of nuts. So this statue, tops on or off, your call.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's
everybody else in the chat.
That way it's consensual.
I apologize. I should have never invited these jackasses.
Shut it, Earl. Shut it. Earl Sports has been. Well, how about those Islanders, sweetheart?
Hey.
Oh, you want to bring up some Canadians?
And,
Let's bring up
the Wild. And the Wild, too, right?
How'd your team do against them, huh? How'd that work out for you, sweetheart?
But in regards to Earl, it is 100% bedtime.
Yeah. Oh, God damn. You've got 5 minutes. I bet he's probably brushing his teeth right now. I'm sure.
Probably getting red, too.
Listen.
He's got 1 foot in his footy pajamas, and he's ready.
He's zipping up. Look, he's
Hey, God save the Queen.
Yeah.
Canada.
You know what sucks about this show? I don't control the production, so I can't penalty box your asses. That's something in my shows that I do. For those of you who don't watch the Picks and Parlays channel,
you can't mute me.
I can't mute you.
I mean, this is how
penalty
people.
Box you.
This is why people. This is all encompassed. You can't stop. You can't stop the flow.
You can't stop me.
Yeah, I'm naming cities up in here. Okay.
All right. All right, let's talk about the Suns game. What do you think? Want to talk about the Suns game?
Hey, shout out to Pandemic P. God.
Then we'll go to Maryland. We'll go to Maryland next. Let's just finish off our little sports round. Then we'll end on tits and ass because that's what we're good at, right?
I guess you're asking me about the Suns game.
Yeah.
And that's also, I know you guys didn't see it, but that's why I was backstage for so long because I was like,
we were too. We were just at work on time.
Yeah, we were just waiting
together,
for you.
like almost adults and shit.
Yeah, but there's no in this room. There's no TV. So
okay.
Well, I gotta go like this.
To be fair, there's no TV in here.
Mine's right there.
And I would have been on time if they didn't take 15 minutes to get Nicholas Batum back on the floor.
Okay.
But,
I think Lenny wins a gold.
Just assholes. All my friends.
Read the chat.
Are assholes.
Bad Busters has any insights or lean for the upcoming Special Olympics?
See, all of them.
Not yet. Can you bet on the Special Olympics? Like, do they hang lines on that?
I hope not. But I will say a cool fact in regards to the Special Olympics. I went to school with a guy who is a Team USA runner, and he actually got to run in like the World Championships. He got to be the guide for a blind American runner, and that's
awesome. Yeah, no, I want to say I don't want to talk any credit. That was like an honest question. I have a buddy Lance who went to Texas A&M, on a golf scholarship, and bro has cerebral palsy, super, intense. This kid is just an awesome golfer. So
you can't see that, but I'm currently looking it up on the William Hill app to see if we actually can.
So he can like.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was legitimately asking that question. Yeah, I was not going that way.
Can you
let him run some underground pool for it?
No, I don't.
So the William Hill app.
I feel like he does.
But no, but really, like
maybe
it was actually in 2016 because the specials go on like during the Olympics and they were in Rio, and he was a guy, and the guy who it was at the 200, and he was so fast, and my friend is fast. He runs for Team USA, but that's just awesome.
I think the Special Olympics are so cool because one of the cool things about the Olympics is just how enamored or mesmerized that we kind of get with what the human body, when like properly trained and conditioned, what we can accomplish as like a human, what can humans do? And then it's just so cool as far as like.
That's what my human body accomplished. Right there.
Well, that is special. That is special.
But my question is, Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics?
Summer, yeah.
Summer. But I do love
winter
curling.
All day. Winter
I
all
do
day.
love to watch curling. Me and my mom watch curling.
Yes.
So does Lenny. That's his shit.
I love
he dies for curling.
Me and my mom,
welcome to the curling segment of our show. I'm gonna go pee for a while. Yeah.
But really, like the swimming, racing, like basketball. I watch basketball, but it's not fun to watch because our men and women just beat the hell out of everybody.
Yeah.
But like one of the biggest things me and my mom like to watch is women's soccer. Love it.
Love women's soccer.
Love it. Like Team USA, go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And also talk about the Winter Olympics. We got into it so heavy. The women's hockey team. Jeez Louise.
Oh, wow. I know somebody. I have a friend from Michigan that played on the women's hockey team about 2 Olympics ago, and those girls,
so 8 years,
they take that shit serious. Like I ain't playing around. They for sure. Like they're bad.
Yeah,
well, they're professional athletes. I think they all take it serious. Like let's not be misogynistic and assume that because we're women, we don't take our professional sports.
Do you watch?
No, I think because you're women, you maybe can't skate as good.
I'm going pee.
That's all I had to do.
I'm taking my mom with me.
For the record, my wife played soccer like all through high school. After high school, like she loves herself some soccer. She's the athletic one, but she likes soccer. She played soccer. So Summer Olympics comes along. She's all about Team USA and showing the kids, soccer, or whatever. Winter Olympics have come along, and I'm showing the kids how to play curling. Do you play curling? Do you play curling?
I think you just curl. Like you bowl. Like you don't play bowling. You just bowl.
Fair enough. I stand corrected.
I stand
corrected.
No, that's what because let's go play bowling.
Yeah, you don't play bowling.
But no, like curling, we got into it. Like the four,
for sure.
the 4 teams, the 4 people teams, but really like that brother and sister, and go home and talk about the guy with like the really straight brimmed hat.
Yeah.
And his sister, they're curling machines.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Team Schuster. Team Schuster. Right there in the
Team
chat.
Schuster from Duluth, Minnesota. Yeah, they're an American team. So that's what curling is the shit, man. First of all. And you can get into that because I think I get into curling because I feel like I'm athletic. And here's the first, let me preface this. I know 100% I'm not. Okay. But the drunk degenerate in me feels like I can freaking curl.
Like if you were going to be in the Olympics, this is the one you would do?
Well, like I feel like bowling was made for those fat Midwestern guys like myself. Like we could bowl and call ourselves athletes. Okay, and make a living at it. And the dudes that are curling, like, I mean, they're not listen, they're not running any marathons. Those guys are pounding maybe a 6-pack before they go out there. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you could do that. Do you have to be a physical? You definitely don't have to be in like NBA shape to curl.
Yeah, you don't have to be 7 foot.
No, not like that. But But curling, I feel like my fat ass could do that. Now, listen, as soon as I go to do it, I'm going to have my knee replaced. I'm going to pull my back out, both hamstrings. You know what I mean? I'm going to die.
In those slippery shoes they wear where they're like, I'd bust my ass.
Fucking brooms? Where do they get the brooms?
Right. I just want to hold one.
Is it a special broom? Do you have to buy that broom off curling.org? Or do you buy that broom at Walmart? Like, is that guy getting the Walmart broom? Is there a special broom from 99-cent store? We're still on the curling section.
Yeah. Allie, you did that magic trick again.
A what?
You did the magic trick again where you come one way and come back the other way.
I was going to do that with my beer and like drink a beer and then put it down and pick it up over here again.
No, I was going to tell you this. Was talking about the Olympics. I read something like it was a couple of years ago, and I think this would be hilarious. Somebody said that every individual sport, not a team sport, but every individual sport, there should be a regular person from every country. Like not like a trained elite athlete. So basically like me out there fixing to run the 100.
But you're like a trainer of elite athletes.
No, but I'm just saying like somebody like
it'd be like me.
For the record, if I was to represent the United States of America in the Olympics, it would be the last time they ever had anybody represent the United States in the Olympics. Like I'm not the guy that
like, who brought this bitch in?
Like, I'm not the guy that runs for president. You know, the guy who runs for president is my buddy Babs. He's the face. He's that pretty blonde, tall, built guy that runs for president. Everybody's like, oh, Captain America. So I changes his name in here so nobody knows his freaking real name. Okay. And, like, you know, he's the face. He's that guy you vote for. Me, I'm the guy behind the scenes that's his friend that buries the body.
You're the muscle.
I'm the guy that buries the hooker. Okay, the hotel room.
Body, but now it's
you don't bury hookers, man.
Now it's
shippers. What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? I don't know.
You set them on fire in your car.
Can't wait till
that way you burn all the evidence. Don't you watch Dateline? Everybody knows this.
Yeah, I'm from Detroit.
Salisbury. Wait, I got beef with the steak right now. Salisbury. You love the Winter Olympics because ice and snow always change the outcome of what? They're the Winter Olympics. Like ice and snow are in there. That's part of it, isn't it?
No,
like there's going to be ice and snow.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't change the outcome of hockey.
Of what? Like, as opposed to, damn it, we've always been curling in the sun, and now there's this ice. What do we do?
What do you?
No, you talking about? You have to talk about like he's talking about like you know the extreme Olympics, like skiing, downhill skiing, stuff like that.
Like
you know, not the extreme, not that snowboarding shit. I'm talking about the real. Not even that. I'm talking about like the downhill skiing or the whatever, you know, the big jump. I don't know why the hell.
When they zigzag. Cross country.
Yes, cross country. So all that drug test or something for shut up. I should have never sent the I should have never did it.
What do you think is like the worst Olympic event? Like worthless.
Running. I said it.
That's major, dude. Running is major.
You're running.
You can't. Where are you running? What are you running? You're running a credit card? What are you? You're running to the bathroom? No. What are you running? You know how far I can run? You know when I run? When cops are chasing me. That's when I will run. You got some dude who's like, you know what? I'll sign up to run freaking 5 miles. I'll do that shit. Holy
Lenny, you need a 30-second, you need a full.
Rhythmic ball dancing's a real good answer, Truth from Duluth. That stupid ribbon shit, too. That's a dumb one.
That like Frank the Tank did. In old
Zoolander is what yes, Frank the Tank.
Yeah. Frank the Tank.
Hey,
look, I might go to Bed Bath Beyond, see how much time we have.
I don't know. I don't know if
we'll have enough time we have. But hey, it touches your lips. It's so good. Yeah. Hey, look at us all three knowing a movie. How about that?
Yeah.
If it's movies about drinking and streaking, I know all about drinking and streaking.
Well, first of all, in Varsity Blues, they drink and streak when Teeter steals the damn cop car naked with a cowboy
Why do you
hat.
care if I watch this movie? Why does it have to be a point of Have you seen The Notebook? Have you seen The Notebook? Yes. Neither have I. I haven't. You're gay. No, that's silly. That's silly. Don't watch The Notebook.
Stop it. No, but
hey, man, it's me.
For I think running. Listen, there's Olympic athletes in this country running from the police on a daily basis.
Do you mean like when they run like 5,000 meters or like the sprints?
The sprints. I'm talking like that 40 meter, 60 meter,
I think
100
anybody
meter.
who runs.
Who the hell runs a 40 meter? That's a 40-yard dash, bro.
40-yard dash, whatever. I don't know. I don't watch running. I don't even watch the win. I don't watch the Summer Olympics for this shit. Because it's all, what are you going to do? You're going to watch the Dream Team? You're going to watch the NBA team?
Coach K's coaching them, I will.
It's not 1992 anymore.
But I'm just saying it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. So for me, I'd rather stay up, drink a fifth of Crown, and watch the curling.
All right. Well, I'm not going to do that. When I watch curling, I'm sizing up potential husbands, potential ex-husbands. I'm like, you're a good sweeper is what you are. You look like you could clean the kitchen floor, daddy. Yeah. Like that's what I watch when I watch curling.
You can clean the floor.
Shit just got weird, folks.
You could. Oh, baby. Oh, let's do this. Yeah. That's
the whole house.
Curling's hot. For women, curling's super hot. Yeah.
What happens when the dude busts the broom and falls on his face?
Oh, well, he's an ex-husband. Easy.
No, he's
not a candidate.
That guy, he probably see. Here's the thing: curling, I can respect. They're like, I think those guys, they could do a couple of shots before a match. Nobody's doing a shot before a 40-yard dash or whatever.
Yeah, because they're athletes.
They don't run the 40-yard dash.
So how do I get the hand
in the Olympics?
Whatever, they just run. They just run.
That's what they do. Yep. Because it's athletic and shit. Sweeping's not athletic.
Baseball's athletic. Hockey's athletic. NFL's athletic. NBA's athletic. Running is just running.
Hook me up, baby.
They run.
I could find you a curler.
Truth from Duluth has been with us he's been with me a long time. He knows about the breakup. He knows about all of it. Truth from Duluth knows what I'm looking for here. He knows. Let me know, Truth.
First of all, he doesn't know that much because
Bloomington, Indiana. Yeah.
Ben Simmons. I saw a meme today that made me think of exactly this. Truth from Duluth says Australia is winning the gold this year because Ben Simmons will hit 90% field goal percentage. No, he won't. So here's where you lost me. I saw a meme today that says if Ben Simmons shot Tupac, he'd still be alive. And I was like, that's just wrong. The internet wins again. But
look, I saw this last night. I'm gonna show you guys. This is from the All-Star game. Look at how they're all laughing at him shooting.
Yeah, I saw that too. And I was like,
he's shooting a jumper, and they're all like, look at this guy.
Like in the shoot around. It's not even the game, it's just shoot around. Like the dude is legit trying to warm up.
And he can't.
I can't stand LeBron. I can't stand LeBron.
I
respect him.
Should have gone to college.
I respect him as a player and a person off the court, but on the court, he's a witch. He's a witch without a W.
So he's an itch.
A witch.
I'm trying.
No, he's a witch without a W. That's an itch.
Like, yeah, but we put a B in there. God damn, Cam.
I got it.
I wasn't there.
Just go with my dad humor, okay?
All right.
For my dad on Father's Day, I sent him a thing, and I was like, my present to you is another year without having to pay for me getting married. I will not be having a wedding this year, Dad. Don't you worry about that.
Did he text you back with 2 thumbs up?
He goes, can we find the right guy this time? I've been married twice. He's like,
not this year.
The right guy. Not this year. No. Although I will say that both times that I got married, it was during World Cup soccer. So just saying, the season's upon us.
Well, that would have been last year.
It was next year, isn't it?
2 years ago, 19, because last year was
I started dating a guy that year, and we did not get married because I was still married at that time. Me and the gay husband were married until like last year.
Wait,
my second husband.
Time out.
You said you started dating a guy, but you didn't marry him because you were still married to the gay husband.
Yes.
Let's start there.
So, no. Can we repeat that again?
Okay. No, he just did it. That was accurate.
She said,
well, okay.
She started dating a guy, but she didn't marry him because she was still married to the gay husband. Okay, go.
I could not marry the boyfriend that I was dating during the World Cup because I was still married to the guy that I married during the 2010 World Cup. And that is because when I got pregnant, my best friend was a gay guy who had a really good job and was also Italian. And I knew I was not going to like marry my child's dad. And he said, dude, you're Italian. You can't be pregnant, not be married. I have a really good job. Why don't we get married? You can be on my insurance and this is what'll go down. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do this. So we did that. Then that's when I lived in Vegas, drive-through wedding, and his boyfriend was in the car as the witness. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Was it a pink Cadillac? Was it a pink Cadillac?
It was
was Elvis married? Did Elvis marry you?
No, it wasn't Elvis. It was a Range Rover. It was a black Range Rover, and it was not Elvis.
Oh shit! I thought you were going to say a Black Power Ranger. I thought you were going to say a Black Power Ranger.
That's what I heard too.
I swear to God, I thought you said a Black Power Ranger, and I'm like, wait, what? I'm out.
That would have been a lot cooler. That would have been a lot cooler.
We both just left. No, I don't have a Black Power Ranger.
So is he single?
Here's his sword.
Here, wait. I have a green fat Batman. Okay.
So we got married, and then I ended up moving to Texas while I was pregnant. It was like it's a kind of just a longer story. I was living in Seattle. I got a tarot card reading. I came to Vegas, and I was on my way to Texas, and I got knocked up while I was in Vegas.
Come out. Go back to the tarot card reading. You can't fly past that shit. You can't fly past that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen. All right, you want the story? Here's the hot damn story. All right, here's how it went down.
We're knee deep into this shit now.
So I'm living in. Most of our chat viewers from the Cofield Show already know that my first marriage was a guy that I knew for 7 hours. I met at a bar in Vegas, and we got married 7 hours later. And he lived in England, and so a month later, I moved to England, and then 3 months later, I moved back because for whatever reason, that didn't work out. Okay. Wow. So that was 2002, first wedding. I don't think you guys know that. He was a straight guy. So then now all this time goes by. World Series of Poker happens, and me and Dutch, we were engaged. Then we end up breaking up when he wins the bracelet. And I'm like, F this. I moved to Portland, finished school, cash out my bankroll, moved to Portland. So I do that. Now I'm kind of over Portland. And it's like 3 years later. And I just feel like something's not right. And so I'm literally gonna move to Vegas, and I call my girlfriend who lives in Seattle, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to Vegas, buy from the Northwest. She's like, F that, move to Seattle. So I'm like, okay, cool, I will. So I moved to Seattle. See, y'all don't think I'm a pirate, but I'm a pirate, right? So I moved to Seattle instead of Vegas. Car's already packed. Instead of this
We're
way,
just gonna sprinkle right past the pirate thing.
No. To be fair, I knew she was a pirate.
The pirate's an old school thing. Yeah, if you don't know, you should know.
No, I do know, but I like how you skip through it. Like everybody knows.
That's what everyone does know. If you don't know now, you know.
Hear me?
If you don't know, now you know.
So I cruise to Seattle, and I'm there 3 months, and it's just it's still not right? In my soul, in myself, I'm I'm not where I'm supposed to be, and I'm looking for family. My best girlfriend, the one who had stomach parasites and shit, she lives in Bellingham, Washington.
Okay.
And girl,
she's still alive. Time out.
Yes.
She's still alive.
The way that you are connecting stories is wild.
It's awesome. I couldn't write this shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Mm-hmm. So
if we have more time, and if we have more time, it gets better. But we're just gonna.
I just want to know if
so we're gonna have a to be continued.
Yeah.
No. This is a to be continued from many other conversations. I feel like a lot of them know little snippets, and now you're kind of you're going to get more of the full story. So now I'm in Seattle, kind of still hating life. And I have a boyfriend at the time who I've had since Portland. This is a 1.5 year long relationship. And I cruise up to Bellingham.
Is he gay?
No.
Okay.
No.
Continue. Let's see. Me and Cam.
Yeah, no, not that one. Not that one. I have only married one gay guy to this date. And I knew he was gay before I married him. It was for insurance. It wasn't.
I love the disclaimer to this date.
To this date. That I know.
Because you could. No. That wasn't that.
I'm not going to say I wouldn't marry another gay guy.
Could be another.
That leaves the window open.
Well, the difference was that at that time, gay people couldn't marry gay people, and now they can, and that's why we got a divorce.
The Raiders.
Did he marry his boyfriend, who was the witness?
No, he wasn't. No, different guy. No, different guy. So so what ended up happening is I cruised to Bellingham, Washington. I find my chick, Paula, and I'm like, girl, like nothing's right. I'm supposed to be doing things. Something's not right. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going with things. And she's like, let's do this tarot card reading. She's a witch. She's a lot of my friends are witchy and spiritual and shit, you know?
Is she a witch
Holy shit.
Yeah, witch with a W.
Okay.
Clarify.
Yeah.
So she does this tarot card reading, and it's like, you're going to meet your soulmate.
Why is my camera way over here?
I'm not sure. But it was like the cards were like, you're going to meet your soulmate. You're going to meet your soulmate through somebody that you already know. And then it was a crucifix, which is a symbol for my mother, which was move back to Las Vegas. So I literally leave Bellingham, Washington, hit Seattle. I'm still with my boyfriend at this time. He drives me back from Bellingham into Seattle. I packed my Lancer full of all my stuff, and like 3 days later I leave and I move back to Vegas. So I'm thinking that my soulmate is going to be like the guy that I marry and shit through someone I already know, but it's not.
Who thinks that? Who does that? Who thinks
the tarot card said that? Lenny, the tarot card said that.
So I've been trying to talk Mandy into getting
no, this is my time. This is my time. Stop.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I apologize.
Yeah, she's rolling, bro. Let her go.
Yeah. This is a longer story than you've got time for. That's why I'm trying to wrap shit up. So I roll into Vegas, tarot cards on my mind, going to meet a soulmate through someone I already know. My kid's dad I've known since high school. And, I literally break up with my boyfriend of like a year and some on my way back to Vegas in the car. We're driving together. I'm like, look, so here's what happened. Tarot card said you're not my dude. I'm going to meet my soulmate where I'm going next. And so it's just not going to work out for us. So that's November. December, I get pregnant. Tyler Truman and I, we hook up again. We've known each other for years since high school. We end up hooking up. It's not a one night stand, but it's like, a couple night stand kind of thing. We've known each other for years. Right. I go to Taos for a Christmas vacation and I don't feel like drinking beer. And I'm like, I'm either dead or I'm pregnant. Yeah, I'm like dead or I'm pregnant. So New Year's Eve, pregnancy tests all around. I'm pregs. Let's do it. So I met my soulmate was my kid through someone that I already knew. And so that's how it all took off. And then guess what? Now I'm pregnant with someone who I don't want to marry. But my gay best friend's like, guess what? I've got bitchin' insurance. I work for Noro Novodisc. Let's get married. You can get on my insurance. And we'll wrap this sucker up. So we did that. Moved to Texas a couple months later because I'm over this Vegas scene. I don't live here. I'm from the Northwest at this point, like 3 years in the Northwest. I was kind of just passing through. Now I keep passing through onto Texas. Didn't work out there. I'm freaking literally, this is end of July. I have Escher September 10th. This is like end of July. The husband comes down, rents a big ass like F450 truck to drive my ass back to Vegas. And it was just a shit show. Like, it wasn't a good situation. He was high the whole time and I'm pregnant the whole time. And I ended up driving myself back pretty much the entire way with this huge belly. And when he dropped me off in my mom's house, we never spoke again until about a year and a half ago when he wanted to marry a dude. And then we had to get a divorce. And like literally never spoke for 10 years. Until he needed to get a divorce from me. And so that just wrapped itself up. So when I met the guy, my ex, I was still already married. I was still married to this guy I've been married to for 10 years. I like the chat. The chat just stopped.
Yeah, like, sure did. The chat.
I don't know what's happening here, but that's a story. That's what happened.
Babs is just trying to bait me in the chat because he knows I hate LeBron. And LeBron is not the best player in the last two decades. Stop it. Shut up. Go to bed. I know your wife. I will call her and tell on you.
Yeah, I'll call her ass too. And no, he's not.
And I'm not looking for a second wife. My wife.
His name is Wayne. His name is Kevin Wayne Durant. Write that down. Tattoo it on your arm. Don't forget that shit, okay?
No, I think it might not be today. I don't know.
Who's the best player in the world?
Kevin Durant.
Today, right now.
Right now.
Yeah, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, but we'll see how this series finishes. Devin Booker is like coming alive. I'm not saying he's the best player. I'm not saying he's the best player.
Settle down. Yeah, let's bring that down a notch.
I'm not. But let's see how this series This series and the next play out for Devin Booker and his legacy. That's all I'm saying. I'm a Devin Booker fan.
Settle down.
No,
I know.
no.
Settle down.
Devin Booker loves the playoffs.
He does, except for tonight when he didn't score over 31 points because he's a witch.
What did I say? What did I say on the Earl chat? Nick Earl, what did I say, Earl Sports?
For the record,
I said, don't you think that maybe, and didn't I call you out, Lenny, when you took the over on KD 35.5 after he came off a 49-point game, and I said, Lenny, I handicapped your handicapping last night. Just talking to myself out loud. And I said, you shouldn't take a KD over. That's going to be an inflated line after he comes off a 49-point game, and everybody's going to be on it. I said the exact same thing about Devin Booker today. What I said today.
Devin Booker
roll tape.
And he like his nose.
So yes, you were right, but I thought 30 points. That's a Devin Booker night.
Thank you,
just
Earl
30
Sports bets. See, he knows.
Go to bed.
Whatever. What does he know? Then it's past his bedtime. Go to bed.
Always look to fade player props after a career performance, and I said that on the show today.
He had
next week the show's on at midnight Pacific time, so we don't deal with the Nick and Tim. They got to go to bed.
Yeah, Devin Booker had a 40-point triple-double. It was his first career triple-double.
I know, 44 points.
So what's the odds he's going to do that twice?
I'm not asking for him to do that again. I'm asking for him to score 31 points.
He needed a 30 ball.
He did. He needed a 30 ball, and he got like 22 or 21.
Which is significantly less.
So,
significantly, because he was double teamed and everyone's expecting him to do that shit.
20?
Now.
He got 20? Okay, so he was like 11 off. Whatever.
5 for 16 from the floor.
Yeah, it was bad. And they still won.
5 from 16 is great, but 5 from 16? In my head,
5 for 16. That's not even 33%.
Okay, no, sorry. In my head, I heard 15 for 16, and then I said it out loud, and then I was like, wait a minute, that did not sound like that.
I shoot better percentage than that tonight.
I can hit Odorizzi's fastball.
I can hit.
I mean, if we're just going to start talking shit, then I'm going to throw that in
We're just going to talk out loud.
Yeah, we're just going to talk out loud and name random things we can't do, but think we can, then I can hit Odorizzi's fastball.
Yeah. No, but he did set the screen. He got 8 open for that lob.
See, Sean says KD needs to shoot behind the 3. I don't think he can. I don't think he's confident in his 3. I think he's confident in his jumper, and I think he's confident driving the lane. He's not confident in his 3, so he's not going to shoot that.
KD, he's referring to KD shooting in Game 7, or was it Game 7?
Yeah, it was where he didn't shoot. He passed the ball.
No, he's referring to the shot that tied the game in regulation. Because KD stepped on the line because he wears a size 18 shoe.
18. We talked about that. He wears a whole size smaller.
Look, I don't care what size your fucking foot is. You've been playing basketball a long time. You know if your toe's on the line or not. I almost had a fist fight with a girl one night because I was drunk at a bar playing darts. And she stepped on the line. You know why there's a line? Because you can't step on it. That's why we put the freaking line there, okay?
This is why
if you're not going to take your dart out and walk back and shoot a proper shot, then we're gonna have a problem right now.
This is why
I've never fought anybody in my life. I've never even thrown a punch. I'm not a fighter, but I was wowed. That kind of shit matters. You know what? You've been playing basketball a long time. I think Wayne is the man. Wayne's my man. But you know what? I will not take he wears a size 18 shoe. This is his first day on a basketball court, and he stepped on the line as any kind of excuse. Not one bit. You know how big your feet are, bro.
She's a KD fan, bro. Pay attention.
I love him. Texas Longhorns, baby.
Yeah. She's all Texas, all
Hook 'em. Cool story. Hook 'em.
Yeah. One day, Allie, we'll all get together. And you'll meet Sean and you'll go, oh, yeah, that guy. I know that guy. I'll know that guy.
Over the line, market 0. It's just what it is. What's up, Martin Baird? How you doing?
Martin came in hot.
He's chilling this whole time. And he's like, what?
By the way, I wanted to mention
he's a regular season player. He isn't a championship player. He's never won a ring. Cam, talk about that. Why hasn't KD won a ring?
So, are we not going to count the one in Golden State?
No, let's talk about the 2 in Golden State.
Oh, I was set up. T-ball.
Yeah.
I did that
And
on
I'm
purpose.
pretty sure he won a Finals MVP. Hold on, let me put this right here. And he won.
He's saying he coattailed Curry on it.
Or did he coattail?
Kevin Durant does not coattail anybody.
Okay, first of all,
go Cam, go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he coatailed him, but yeah, he
did. No, you did not.
But
KD won a ring for Curry.
KD was the best player in the series. That's why he won the MVP 2 times. To go with this ring
not
and this
once.
ring.
Not once.
So my question then is, Cam, to the NBA guy. We talked about super teams earlier. Can the best player per you win a ring without a super team? Because he didn't do it in Brooklyn. And the ones he did win were not by himself.
That's wonky, though. I'm not expecting Brooklyn to come out even with a super team. I'm not really legitimately expecting Brooklyn to come out and win it all this year.
A lot of people did.
To be
Fingers
honest,
crossed would have been cool, but no.
To be
A lot of
honest,
people did, though. I just don't like those super teams. Do it to the draft. Be an adult. Be a Piston. Be a bad boy.
If you're gonna talk about that, there's so many.
How are they not a super team? Come on.
Who, the bad boys?
The Pistons?
Yeah.
The bad boys.
Oh my God.
Bad.
They are the
bad boys.
official team atmosphere. They never had one superstar. Isaiah Thomas.
I guess maybe in my retrospect,
with
they're
Michael
all
Jordan
superstars.
during a poker game and didn't make it to the Olympics.
In my defense, I think that maybe now in retrospect, I just think of them that way because they are all such badasses in retrospect.
Yeah, but
that's my 2 cents.
There's so many teams.
I can stand corrected.
There's so many teams in the league that are super teams, and 2 all-stars on the team can realistically be considered a super team. If you want to talk about the last team to win a title that wasn't a super team, it was Dirk Nowitzki in 2011.
Dallas.
He ran through everybody. He swept the defending champion Lakers. He got past that OKC team, and then he stomped LeBron's ass.
I was to say Miami, right?
Huh?
Weren't they in Miami? LeBron in Miami when Dallas beat them?
Dwayne Wade,
Chris Bosh, all that shit.
Rio.
Made a whole spectacle on ESPN where you're gonna go play, and then
came
win
out. One, not gonna win 2, not gonna win 3, not gonna win 4.
2. Bullshit. Now you're in LA on a golf vacation, bro. Shut up. Go build more schools. Do right. But
that was the last team.
One player can't win in today's NBA.
And
tell me one player that did win in any NBA.
What?
Babs, my friend Sean says one player can't win in today's NBA. Fair enough, but tell me one player that did win in the NBA. There's a handful.
Dirk.
Handful. Dirk. That's what I'm saying. Handful. Dirk.
Was Nash gone then?
Yeah, hell yeah. Nash was a
yeah. Oh yeah.
Then I'll give
Nash
you
that. Nash feels like he's been retired.
I love Nash, but if Nash wasn't with Dirk, then Dirk did it on his own. I'll give you that.
Jason Kidd was on that team.
Huh?
Jason Kidd was on that team, but he was old.
Yeah, Jason Kidd. I remember him being at Cal, man. He was a Cal Golden Bear.
The second best player on that team was probably Sean Marion. To be honest.
Wasn't he a Phoenix Sun for a while? Is that where I know him from?
Sean Marion. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah,
But
team ball all day.
He's too young for that.
Team ball wins championships. I'd rather win a championship every.
This isn't even. Why are we even talking about this? This isn't even a discussion. Yes, it takes a team of players to win a game. Yes, it does. Like why? Like name one.
Yeah, but superstar.
Yeah, no one ever has. Like
Kevin Durant type. Now you put Kevin Durant, Kyrie, James Harden.
Blake.
They're all hurt. Blake.
Two number one.
I'm saying it right now.
Blake
Griffin owes Detroit money. You owe me money. You owe us money.
Screw him. He's from Oklahoma. I don't like him for that anyway. Or he played for him anyway.
Conspiracy theory for Cam right now. I tagged you in this on Twitter. Blake Griffin owes Detroit money, and the NBA recognizes that, and that's why the Pistons got the #1 lottery pick. Conspiracy theory at its finest. There it is, Cam. Cam, don't do that. Don't do that. Stay with me. Don't time me out. Because I know you're about to. Don't do it.
I'm going to give you credit.
It's true.
I'm going to give you credit. Like the way that
Man
you just
put
that together was impressive. Because you
what do you think?
You grabbing pieces and just put them together. What'd you say?
was going to ask what do you think about Jason Terry. Babs put it in. And also Earl Sports says, so seeing that Milwaukee beat Brooklyn, does that mean Durant is going to be a Buck next season? Listen, little hockey guy, the Nets are building something right now. They're building something right now.
Jason the Jet Terry,
baby. Gone. The Bucks ain't never winning a championship. Okay, not in the near future. Bucks are out. Bucks won't even make the playoffs.
I got a future on the Hawks. I took the Hawks to win the whole damn thing, and I took them to win the series.
Yeah,
because I think there's hedging capabilities, and at $5 on each of those, the value was insane to not throw that down. So
kind of like me with the Canadians against the Knights.
Yeah, but the only thing is that here's the difference we have. I'm just not going to bet against my team. Like if this was like the Islanders and the Lightning, I don't care. You know, like you got like everyone's like, well, take the Canadians this way. Look, I haven't bet on the Canadians or the Knights the whole series before the game started. I bet on the Knights one time when we were down 2-0 in the last game in game 3. I bet on them plus 185. No, game 2 maybe. I bet on them plus 185 when we were down 2. Besides that, I don't bet on them. So we could talk this shit, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not betting on my teams. Now, the Bucks and the Nets are not my teams. So the Bucks and the Hawks, these are not my teams. So I can bet on them all day long, and I can be as degenerate as I want about it. But my superstitions, I'm not fucking with my team. So I don't care. I don't bet on Duke like that. I don't bet on the Braves like that.
I told you guys last week. I told you guys last week when this series started, I think it was during the morning show or whatever, but I said, I'm not betting on the first game of the Canadians and the Knights because I just wanted to be a freaking hockey fan. I just wanted to be a hockey fan and appreciate and know that game. Because if I put $2 or $2,000 on that game, I know I was going to root as a degenerate. And I didn't want to do that. There's a time to degenerate, and I know that because I do.
Horse racing.
Yeah. You know, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
And look, truth from Duluth, I don't think that the Atlanta Hawks are necessarily going to win the NBA championship or this series. But I do think that I'll have an opportunity to hedge them at some point along the way. And that Avalanche future for the Stanley Cup that I did not hedge when the Knights were down 2-0, which I should have, maybe. But this is a Stanley Cup future versus a series future. I did end up hedging the Knights in game 6. It was a minus 135. I think I made $2.50 off the whole thing, but I didn't lose any money. I had my moment to hedge, and I did it. I had the Hawks. Game 6, I had them plus 155 to win the series. I did not hedge game 6. They were at home in Atlanta. I'm going to let it ride. But now we're in game 7. It took me all the way to the third quarter to get the 76ers at plus 165. Hawks won anyway, but I was not losing money. And so for me, this is not big money. I'm not talking about like, like I'm rich and I'm like rolling in the deep. What I am saying is that my brain likes to play these games. And so if I have money on these two futures, if I got money that's plus, I can always get it plus the other way. Not always. That's the wrong thing to say. But I can hope to get it plus the other way and get on the other side of it. And so that's the game I like to play.
We do that all the time.
I don't want to F around with the Knights. I just didn't know that the Avalanche were going to end up playing the Knights when I made the future back in March. It's just how it worked out.
I mean, here's the thing. We talk about that all the time. Where in baseball, we bet a game that I say, okay, so-and-so is minus 120, 130, whatever. I take them team. And then if they get the best thing that can happen for me in that bet is for them to be down in the first couple innings. Because then I could take it again plus money, and if I hit, I'll double up. And you know what I mean? Like we tried to do that.
I did it tonight. I took the Padres plus 112, and then I got on the Dodgers at plus 1.5 runs at plus 110. Guess what's not happening on that game? I'm not losing money
all the time.
Guess what could happen? I'll win both bets. Actually, I could check that right now. Stop. Sorry, now I'm all fired up.
I know. By the way,
I'm fired up. Now I'm just.
By the way, I'm pretty sure. And this is no stat checking at all right now. This is
Allie.
And I did win them both. It was 3-2 Dodgers. That's 2 plus money bets today. So you don't get off me. Sometimes
plus money, honey.
No, the other day, and I will say thank you, Allie, to this. I've started.
We gotta wrap it up soon. I'm out of crown.
I just text Cofield. I'm like, we're empty. We gotta go do things.
Bro, you gotta help me out here.
Sorry, Cam. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I caught. It was the Angels game the other night. They were up 5, going into the bottom of I think it might have been the Pirates. And I was just happened to have the live bet up, and for whatever reason, it popped up Angels -4.5 plus 140. It was a glitch, and I
don't do it that way. I'm not laying 4.5 runs. I want to get plus money.
No,
when
they were up
6
and needed 3 outs. They were up 5.
Oh, okay. So it was timing then. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it was
got you.
going into the bottom.
So you're betting that the Angels get 3 outs.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Solid bet.
Yeah.
And as soon as I bet it and hit the quick 100, it froze and then came back -5 for like -210.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
exactly.
when that
Daniel
happens.
Henderson brings up a good point today. He did the exact same thing. Had a Twins on the parlay, caught the Reds plus 325. Twins hit, but would have won anyway. You gotta find.
Doesn't matter.
Me and Allie talk about this all the time. I live bet more than a straight bet before a game, because if I'm watching that game as a a person who watches sports on a regular basis, I don't even like to call myself a handicapper. I don't like that. Allie does that. I don't do that. I'm just
should, because you won't be a handicapper if you don't call yourself one. You'll just be a gambler until then.
In the Midwest, talking shit about the Lions.
Okay? I know you can.
Yeah, but I'm just
you
saying,
don't drink.
No,
you
but he
watch
just said you do it. Like I'm trying to say, like I do it.
I am a handicapper.
Oh, that's what he said. You're a handicapper. I'm saying, like I am too.
No, you are too. But
no, he was saying
she calls me. She calls me.
I call him a handicapper, and he doesn't like it when I do that. And you are a handicapper, but you just have a lot of degenerate tendencies. I see your notes. You send me pictures of your notes. Like I know that you're doing the work. Gamblers don't take notes. You do. Gamblers don't like think things. Gamblers they just see favorites and take it. Yeah. So you are a handicapper, but I think you enjoy being a degenerate, which I do too.
Is that how you feel right now, Lenny? Is that how you feel right now?
I feel right now.
That's how I feel. It's like my hair is pretty.
I feel like
I do like your hair.
Hey Cam, your hair. I'm gonna say it out loud. Your hair is fucking on point. Okay, right now. Okay, your hair.
Nothing you can do about it.
I'm just stop. Lenny's a handicapper, but also a handicapper. Stop it. I've had 2 knee surgeries. That's just legit.
Soccer is where it's at, Truth. I've been crushing soccer lately, Truth.
So first of all, I suck at soccer, and I don't get up enough for
soccer. Me and the Euro Cup, and I got hot damn Chile on a draw yesterday. I parlayed 2 team, Netherlands, Austria, got them. I in-played Belgium -half a goal at plus 120. Nailed that. Dude, I pushed Czech Republic today, plus a goal. I've been crushing soccer. I don't know what it is.
So let me give you my
some husband out there waiting for me. They're like, oh, it's soccer season. Oh, her good luck's coming in now.
You said that earlier. That seems to be your deal.
Yeah,
Soccer's
I was
my
going to say, can you?
Well, when I married that guy I knew for 7 hours, and then I moved to England, I met him out at the bar watching World Cup soccer at 2 a.m. But then I got to move to England, and I got so much deeper in the soccer game. It was intense.
See, to me, betting soccer is the ultimate, personal. Okay, so nobody jump down my throat here. But for me personally, is the ultimate degenerateness. Yes, because I don't know shit about soccer. I don't know.
Well, shit. I do, so I'm not a degenerate. I do know shit about soccer.
I hate soccer.
Just throwing balls with your eyes closed.
Like So for me, I might as well just take the glasses off, get on my app, and pick some shit.
Yeah, and Germany is going to slaughter Hungary tomorrow.
I'm actually
Germany, Hungary.
You got to lay though. No, I do not bet MLS because I don't believe in American soccer. Dead ass no lie. But laying chalk, Lenny. I don't lay chalk. I don't usually parlay, but with Netherlands and Austria, I did not see any other way to take those 2 teams my app wasn't allowing me to lay goals. So it was money line.
I got a new
total.
app for you. I got a new app.
I know. I got
I've been testing it out.
Might just play kickball. What Portugal fucked me up. I missed on Portugal somehow, didn't I?
Name one player. Name one player on
Ronaldo plays for Portugal. Messi plays for Argentina. I don't need to know their names. I need to see their numbers. That's all I need. I don't need to know their names. Name one player that plays for James Madison. You know what college basketball team made me more money this whole basketball season? James Madison.
But guess what?
I couldn't name one motherfucker that plays for him. I don't need to.
When we watch college basketball, like that's how I met you, is on the college basketball morning wood show. Like I got on Facebook, and that's how whatever. And you're right. I can't name one player that ever played for James Madison.
I think that there's a huge, like, major overthinking.
Ronaldo, that's all I got.
When it comes to basketball and when it comes to certain sports, I think it's so overthought when people bet on it sometimes. You know, I just think it's so overthought. And if you know, look, Russian ping pong, you got to do some math. You got to compare numbers.
I knew you were going to say
it's a math thing, okay? It's
twice
different.
I got whiskey in the
but the NBA is different, but with college basketball, you're gonna almost always have those same 5 guys on the court. We're gonna know if Evan Mobley's out. You know, like we're gonna know if certain guys are out. But in college basketball, you're gonna have those same 5 guys on the court. You're not in the NBA. But your numbers are pretty much always going to be the same, which is why WNBA is super profitable. You know, Rockies 100%. Hit or they don't hit. Astros hit or they don't hit. It doesn't really matter who's pitching a lot of the time. Are the Astros going to hit more or less?
With college basketball, I'm riding trends. I'm riding more momentum. I'm riding that team and the place they're playing than the stats.
I don't trend college basketball one bit. That's a screw up right there. Never trend college basketball.
Well, see, that's why
like revenge factor shit.
That's why these guys,
baseball's trends
are handicappers, and I'm just a degenerate from Detroit.
Oh, college basketball is.
I changed my new YouTube handle.
There's revenge factors. There's 3 years ago shit going on.
There's we went to high school together factors.
Yep, that's a really good one. Yep.
There's they recruited you and not me factors.
I was going to say that the Indiana factor. If I play for Indiana and you're at Purdue or you're at IUPUI or you're at, you know, there are so
Ohio
many.
State.
Indiana State, Sycamores, fucking Larry Bird, the Sycamores, or what am I? You know that, Detroit Lenny. How much money did you cash on Indiana State because of me last season? You know, like love those teams. You know why Indiana State's so good? Because they didn't get to go to Indiana. That's why, you know,
they're pissed.
I understand.
And they're pissed. Oh, you don't want to recruit me? Let's go.
Let's go.
North Carolina State.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand.
Wolfpack all day. Wolfpack. Yep.
Yeah, I follow Big Ten, anything, basketball, football, whatever. So if you got a guy going to Michigan State who chose not to go to Michigan, that's some beef right there. Those people are beefing at a college party. Okay, this shit is more than on the court and the field. There's fights going on if you meet up at the local damn burger thing.
Did you just spit on the floor?
Yeah, what happened?
It looked like you spit on the floor.
I mentioned Big Ten football. You start spitting around.
Yeah.
Listen, I know Big Ten football ain't that great.
Back all the hair. Yeah,
I haven't lived with a boy in a long time. I don't remember what you guys do, but it's usually gross. I do remember that.
Just sneeze.
We're not.
Daniel Henderson says he tries to find games and events that Vegas can't get their hands on, and that's a timing thing. During the NBA playoffs and 100%. NHL playoffs, other lines are going to be softer. But guess what? That's about to be over. All we got is baseball and WNBA. Expect those lines to get sharper, you know.
That's
and then now you got to find your soccer or your curling or your women's wheelchair basketball and hope all that works out.
Everybody and their brother, like Super Bowl. Everybody and their brother has their team. Everybody in America and other countries are betting on the Super Bowl. Like everybody and their brother was betting on the Suns Clippers tonight.
Yep.
I bet Devin Booker, sure, but the majority of my bankroll was on some bullshit.
You know what I didn't bet tonight? Most people, hockey or NBA.
Yeah, I did MLB all day. No. MLB all day. Team totals. Shit you people wouldn't think about. Like, I mean, I'm betting Washington team total over 2.5 for the majority of my bankroll and winning. Nobody's betting that.
The majority of my bankroll. That is a terrible thing to say.
It really is.
How much did you bet?
That's why I'm not a handicapper.
How much did you bet? Majority? Most of it?
I bet currently, or no, on that particular game, I bet 100. I bet $150.
I was gonna say go percentage and not dollars. Tennis Live is his favorite thing.
I'm not sure.
Truth from Duluth says tennis is his favorite thing. Daniel Henderson's very good at tennis. He's one of our regular morning woodies, and he has cashed me tennis several times. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Dennis has got me some money for tennis. Daniel. Well,
yeah.
Dennis too. You don't know Dennis.
Dennis Mulvaney. Yeah, I know Dennis Mulvaney.
No, you don't know Dennis. Let's talk about Daniel's brother, Dennis from around the way. You don't know him.
Dennis from
you don't know
around
his
the
life.
way.
You don't know his life. Don't judge. Okay.
Do you have his phone number? Because I could call him right now. You want me to?
No,
because I'll do it right now. Okay, I have his phone number. What?
I have mad respect for people like Daniel, and I think Robert Franklin put their picks on the Morning Wood page. I have mad respect for people that do that. Alan Miles, all them guys. Like they put the shit they put it out for the public for free, follow or fade. And for me, I do that randomly, like on Twitter. But I don't I'm in my head. I don't my money's my money. I know my bank. I know my financial situation. If I want to blow a couple $100 on a game, I know my wife's going to be pissed. I know she's going to get over it.
Well, I think the intent is a little bit different too, because it's about trying to get followers and sell picks, whereas you're not necessarily trying to sell picks. I think some of them are more out on Twitter and doing their, and this isn't Daniel. You don't know Dennis's pain.
You do. I do.
I love you, Martin Baird. That was on point.
Martin Baird. 2 comments, both fire.
Both awesome. Yeah. He saves it. He just saves it up.
Builds it up. Builds it up. I appreciate that.
2-0, baby. If he puts out a bet, and if I put it out, I bet I'll never post something. And that's something, Cam, 100%. You can relate to this. Cam and I, our job is to give free pick videos or give out picks, but a lot of time, 100% of the time, we're doing free pick videos on Tuesday night for Wednesday's games. We don't have proper lines. We're not even sure who the pitchers are going to be. We're not sure this, that, and the other, but our job demands that we have to make a play on a game that happens tomorrow. And so there's a lot of times where Tuesday night I film a video and I'm like, blah, 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 I like this. And then Wednesday I'm like, oh, fuck, I hate that. Why did I say that?
We've had a game. I'm trying to think. It was like a -2.5. And we even said, leading up to the video, I told you, I said, let's hurry up and make this video because this line's going to change. And no joke, it was like a -2.5. And Lenny, I swear to God, it was like within 40 minutes.
Seconds.
It was like within 40 minutes because I finished doing what I was doing. And I always go back and watch the videos, just see how everything is.
Yep.
I don't do that.
Always do that.
Yeah,
I can't look at me.
Biggest tip I told you both. Always watch your video. Daniel Henderson,
I know,
you too.
Mama Allie.
Nick Earl, you too. Watch your video. Nick Earl does this thing where he turns into Chelsea Messenger all of a sudden. Stop doing that, Nick Earl. Talk like a normal person. Watch how Tim talks. He's doing it right. Not to be a dick, but it's real life, bro. You're on video and shit.
No, bro, sorry. It was -2.5, and I took the -2.5, and within 40 minutes, it was a -8. And they were the whole comment.
Damn.
The whole comments because somebody sat. It was like Kawhi sat or something.
Someone was out.
Somebody was out. Yeah. And it was just comment after comment after comment. People were like, oh, they just make this shit up. They're just making shit. Where the hell did you even get -2.5? And there was another one. I'm just talking about the people who don't watch the whole videos. I took the -1.5 at a -130. They were like a -247. And so many people in the chat were like, oh, taking the Dodgers money line. That's a great pick. And one guy, his name was
always one.
His name was Mike. Something Mike. He commented. He was like, He didn't take the money line. He took a -1.5. One guy watched the whole video, basically, is what it was.
Yep.
So shout out to you.
That's how it works.
Shout out to you.
And that's the thing about free pick videos. It's like everybody wants something for nothing. A, it's a free pick. You're going to get what you pay for. B, we do it the night before, bro. And C, you actually have to like listen to it and shit. You know, like don't just like come in at the end and assume that we're talking about something
brings up a point that it also helps you as to give you good picks, so you handicap yourself a little bit better. So I do that to respond to his comment. I do that. I write my shit down every day. I got my
track your plays. Well, he's talking about betting on him, but yeah,
I do it. Track my plays, whatever, every single one from every day. Highlight.
That's why I say you're handicapping. You just don't want to realize it.
Green good, other shit bad. You know what I mean? I'm a handicap every day, and I write it down. But to put it out there in public is another thing that it's just my insecurities as a fat white guy from the Midwest.
It's like I tell them, like when they come on Morningwood and they're afraid of like putting picks on the board, or there's like, oh, sorry, I got this wrong. I'm like, at least you don't have to have a camera in front of your face 6 days a week where I told you assholes to take these 5 plays and none of them cashed, you know, like, but I have to have a camera on my face the very next day saying my bad, you know, and like, oh, so sorry. For fuck's sake, that's real life. That's how this works, you know, but no one ever remembers when I go 11-0. We don't remember that when I'm 11-0.
They remember the one you lost. They remember the last one.
But no,
more power to anybody that does that. Goes on camera.
And by the way, those 5 were dogs and shit. You know, like they weren't expected. Yeah. So it is what it is. I gave you value with that.
More power to the guy that got on Twitter tonight, on Facebook, and I'm not gonna name names. Facebook and Twitter video. I was like, oh, take the Knights, pay the juice. And
fuck you.
Oh yeah, hey, parlay that with the Cardinals. Let me know how that worked out, buddy. Okay, Tigers all day.
But Tiger, you found a way to get the Tigers in there. But no, what
I did.
She's right.
Yes, I did. Every time.
It took the whole show, but Tigers.
Every time, all day, every day.
But no, like the videos. Yeah, you're gonna win. You're gonna lose. You know, nobody wins every time. But with the videos, you win. It's Cam's the man. Lenny's awesome. Allie, you're beautiful. But when you lose, it's Allie. Your voice sounds like shit. Cam, your hair is ugly, and it's hurtful.
Your hair looks like crap. Yeah.
It is hurtful.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get that you're ugly or my hair is bad, because that's just like, even if I win or lose, my hair is not as great as Cam's, and I'm not as pretty as Allie. So GFY, if you want to follow or fade, that's how I feel.
And see, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, anything like that. And I don't want this to sound funny or like outlandish, but that makes us immortal, pretty much. Like those videos are forever.
So now I'm a superhero?
Huh?
Now I'm a superhero?
Well, yeah, you're a superhero.
I feel like I should rip my shirt off and show my shamrock right now. The power of the shamrock. But I just got the shirt for Father's Day, so I'm not gonna fuck it up.
Somebody Allie's plus money honey's full of shit. Cam's full of shit. He doesn't know anything. He lost.
First of all,
here's the video.
Time out.
You know what, Craig Trapp?
We are full of shit.
No, I'm not.
We all are.
Shit.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. It's okay. That's why I love you.
But
this whole show is full of shit. That's what this is. We should be not almost adulting.
You're drunk. No, sit down. You're drunk. No,
we're all full.
I don't feel like I'm full of shit.
I don't either.
The whole world is full of shit.
You're on some weird anti-Disney rant right now. Like you're Disney, the antithesis of Bill Murray when he's like, "Come on, guys, we can kill the ghosts." You're like, "The ghosts are gonna kill us, man. Let's go run and hide." I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm not full of shit. I come to my shows 4 shows a day. I go to, and I try to give you my best plays. You know what Craig Trapp told me in the very beginning?
If you disrespect Bill Murray's name again, we're not friends.
Hey,
I didn't disrespect it. I honored it. Shit.
Better.
Let me say what I'm trying to say. Craig Trapp told me something really important in the beginning. When he wanted me, I am. Because you're ranting about, you're saying I'm full of shit, and I'm not. So shut that down, whatever that is.
We all
I'm
are.
so not full of shit.
We all are.
My stepdad used to say, "You're so full of shit, your eyes are brown." I'm like, Are they? Anyway, listen, when I first started, before I did Morning Wood, I was so nervous because I don't consider myself a professional handicapper. I don't sell picks. I'm a host. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at, right?
Right. 100%.
So Craig Trapp said, Allie, if you don't think you could pick 5 winners, then try to pick 5 losers. And that resonated with me, right? It's just as hard to pick losers as it is to pick winners. Think about that shit, right?
That's
At the end of the day,
That's
it's 50-50, man. It's 50-50. Craig Trapp said that to me. So if you don't think you could pick winners, then pick 5 losers and then bet against them. It's the same fucking thing. So at the end of the day,
my thing is I can pick all the games. And like, for example, MLB, there's a lot of
that's
games.
where everybody goes wrong is they try to pick all the games. I look at 4 or 5 games a day. That's all I do. I don't need to look at it.
How do you decide?
I look for who's on a streak. I know Astros are winning. I know Diamondbacks are losing. I know this team does this. And if you're on a win-lose, no time. Win-lose, no time. Win, I got time. Lose, I got time. Over, I got time. Now I know what you're doing. Over, under. Don't care. Don't care.
You're a handicapper.
I make it real easy. Yeah, it's not difficult. It's not that difficult.
And I'm not saying anybody do this, but say like
I'm just yelling at you. Now I feel
you
bad.
should see my
I'm all fucking riled up. I need a beer. I have to pee. I've texted Cofield 3 times. Like, I need off the show, man. I gotta pee and shit. I'm sweaty. I need powder.
Listen,
2 o'clock in the morning here in Georgia.
Hold on, wait. Cofield is at the cannery somewhere in the penny slot section, just going to town.
Cofield, you're at the cannery in the penny slot section.
He still does not know we're even on the air. We're gonna run all night. We're gonna go into MLB.
It's been like 30 minutes since he popped in for just a second.
Usually our 10:30 show is an hour and a half, and we're running on an hour 50 right now.
Yeah, no,
so I'm like, bro, what if we just all log off? What happens if we just
I'm not doing it. Not doing it. So first of all, both of us.
Cofield's making out with the SO at a buffet right now. I swear. I've texted him twice. Let's cut. Let's cut in 5. Let's cut.
Yeah. So if we are gonna cut, can we give our best bet for tomorrow before we cut?
Sure, go.
Tigers. Fuck everybody. Tigers.
First 5. Tigers first 5. Don't fuck with that bullpen.
First 5 all day. Tiger baseball.
I'm gonna take Astros. No reason.
Oh
my God, his phone is turned off.
He's in the penny slot machines, degenerating like he should.
We might need We might need Nick Earl and Daniel Henderson to tap in and take over because this could be like a 24-hour broadcast right now.
Look at me. Look, I'm gonna pull Wolf of Wall Street right here. I'm not leaving.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not leaving.
You guys never see Wolf? Oh my God! Stop. I'm out.
That was a joke.
Is that the Leonardo DiCaprio one?
Yes.
Whatever.
Where he's Jordan Belfort?
I don't know who that is.
He's the Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay, well now I do. Why do I have to watch movies? Period. I watch sports. Is that not enough for you people? Why do I have to watch movies?
Well, that was pretty cool.
I thought we were gone too. You saw that? Okay, was it just me on my internet?
Oh, yeah. By the way, his phone is turned off. It still says live. All right, we're going. You ready?
What are we doing?
We're leaving. I don't know what else to do. I have to pee. We're 2 hours deep. It's an hour and a half show.
Do we just leave? Oh, he's arrested.
He's arrested. He's not arrested.
Yeah,
Steve Cofield doesn't get arrested for what? Looking good in public? Come on, let's go.
Crushing ass.
Right? All right. I'm going to leave the studio. I think Lenny's gone. All right, okay. Are you going? I'm going to go. Love you. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Casey. Thank you guys all for joining us tonight. I know that was kind of crazy. Steve's on location. We're just bearing with it. He's the man. We try to do him proud. All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
I'm hitting leave show.
Me too.
Bye.
Bye.